내가
Now from the second city of Chicago, head down Lakeshore Drive and you find venerable Soldier Field, home of the Bears. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Cleveland Browns and the Chicago Bears.
Santos to kick off for
Mike
Chicago.
Tirico, Greg Olson ready to get the preseason started. And off we go from Soldier Field. And he gets this back out to the 30-yard line. Reasonable field position. That's where the offense will get this one going. And Deshaun Watson leading this Browns offense out. Have to think back a long time ago to 2020 when he was the NFL's passing leader during his time in Houston with the Texans.
Judging by our conversations with the coaches, Mike, I think it's a pretty safe bet. We won't be seeing a lot of this guy. I think what they're trying to do is just get him under center, knock off some of the rust of the offseason, and get him a couple live reps before he starts in week 1. At the end of the day, you just can't replicate this style of live action in practice. Whether you're an established veteran like him or a young quarterback, these reps in the preseason are invaluable.
Now they'll pitch it out here. Up the sideline, past midfield. And he's going to take this all the way to the Bears' 28-yard line. QB will survey the defense on 1st and 10.
35. First down, Browns.
That's to the first-round pick, KC Concepcion.
Watson's
And
pass.
this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard
A
line.
gain of 13 yards. And the Browns first down.
It's a gift to Judkins, heading right. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's second down.
Montez Sweat brought him down. A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the 14-yard line.
Out of the gun, Watson. This one caught at the 4. And he'll take it on in. Harold Fannin. Touchdown, Browns.
But you know the old saying, Mike, the games don't count, but they matter. And these are the kind of things that really matter. Efficiency, in and out of the huddle, really work the offense and the process. And that's exactly what we saw here. To be this well-oiled early in the year is a great sign of things to come once we get to the regular season here in a couple weeks.
The extra point up and good by Schmidt. And the Browns will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. To return is Dallas Flowers. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Third season for Caleb Williams with the Bears. Greg, the #1 overall pick in 2024, took a huge step forward a season ago.
Starting all the way back in the spring, Mike, there has been months of preparation building up for this very game. And for a lot of the guys on the sideline that have been around for a long time, these preseason games might not feel all that important. But I promise you, to that young guy who's putting an NFL helmet on for the very first time running out of that tunnel, these games go a long way, not only to making this current roster, but trying to make a career out of playing in the NFL.
Down at the 31. A gain of 5 brings up a second and 5.
From the 31, here is second down and 5. To throw is Williams. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass falls incomplete.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
On third down, here's Swift. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They tracked him down behind the line, and it's fourth down.
So it's a pretty manageable third down, so they really have the option to run or pass, so they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use fourth down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line. Browns offense going to take over now for the second time. And, Greg, week 1 here in the preseason. Look, we know a lot of the guys who are going to make the roster, but there's still a lot to happen in training camp that players can find their way to a spot on the opening Sunday.
So we hear these stories all the time, Mike, where there's a little buzz about a guy in training camp and coming out of the local beat reporters and maybe the coaches talking about him a little bit. But then there's the surrounding question is he going to make the roster? And it's really what they do in these preseason games away from practice that ends up being the deciding factor. And how often do we see not only do they make the roster, but in some cases they go on to really have critical roles down the line as the season unfolds. So I know to a lot of fans and some of the veterans, these games don't feel like a whole lot, but to some guys on that sideline, their entire career is in front of them.
He's got his man complete. That's Judy. 11 yards on the pass there. First down, Cleveland.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. Tyler Gordon there to make the tackle. From the 46, here's second and 9.
At the 46-yard line.
From the shotgun, here's Watson. That's caught. The tight end, Joe Royer. Get about 6 before he's taken down. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap to Watson. He's got a man. It's Boston. That's a dozen for number 12, and he's got a first down as well.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
And he maneuvers his way forward, a gain of 6.
He was brought down by Kobe Bryant. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 22-yard line.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 4. Now some movement up front, and we'll hear from our referee for the first time here today. That's on the former first-round pick, Titus Howard. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd down and 9. Now Watson. That is caught right side. That's Fannin. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. Remember, he had the touchdown on the opening drive, and here on drive 2, he gets a first down with that catch. Back to throw is Watson. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
I love blitzing defensive backs. So when they blitz the corner, Mike, they call it a cat pressure. He's the corner cat. Man, it's so hard for the offense to get a beat on him. Who's accounting for him? And in this case, nobody was.
Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump?
Defense.
To throw on 2nd down is the pressure gets there again, and again he goes down.
The defensive coaches, they preach all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Touchdown, Cleveland.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
Schmidt now for the extra point. The kick is good, and the Browns will extend their first quarter lead. It's now 14-0. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This gonna be returned from right around the goal line. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Bears offense ready for their second possession. They're in an early hole, 14-0. Gotta start digging out soon. Begin this drive, 1st and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. That'll be caught by DeAndre Swift. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
On second down, it's Williams. That is incomplete.
Yeah, so this just really comes down to really good defense. You can tell the quarterback's trying to target something downfield, and when they take that away, typically there's something underneath, but they had all levels of the coverage accounted for, and that was a really nice job.
Hit as he throws, that one will fall to the turf, and it's incomplete. The pressure too much to get away from that time. Good third down stop, and it sets up fourth down. They'll indeed go. It's Williams. Escaping the pressure right.
Williams.
They'll look to pick up the pace.
A 7-yard gain. That's good for a Bears first down. First and 10.
Throwing on first down, it's Williams. The throw on the run is complete. And to be taken down with the first down as time will run out on this opening quarter. We are through one. It's the Browns with the advantage. We're back to Soldier Field after this. Bears in possession here to start the second quarter as they've got it with first and 10. They're going to run. It's the man from Rutgers, Kyle Monunga. And they'll finally run him down, but not before he takes it inside the 15. Want to save some of those for the regular season. That's a first down.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
Down at the 12. It's first and 10.
Let's go now.
To throw is Sanders. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
Walker, incomplete. Brings up second and 10.
19 Tiger, 79 Broncos.
Now it's Sanders. That one to the end zone, but incomplete.
There isn't much room for error when operating inside the red zone. The field is really condensed. Those throwing windows become a lot tighter and forces your quarterback to make some really highly contested throws. And as we just saw, those aren't always going to go your way.
On third down, Sanders moving to his right. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a fourth down.
There's no need to do anything reckless. It's third and long. The opportunity to convert this is probably slim. So there was nothing open downfield. I think he makes the smart decision here, Mike. Avoid the negative play and throw the ball away. There's just no excuse for this one, Mike. At this level, from that distance, that's a kick you just have to have.
Now it's the Browns' turn as they get set to take over again on offense. Their lead sits at 14-0 here in this second quarter, looking to run away with this one before halftime. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. Shotgun snap to Gabriel. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. Here's Gabriel. The ball's out. Looks like the Bears got there, and they did. Chicago ball. In the pocket, looking to throw the ball, but the defense was looking right at the ball. They knock it away and come up with the turnover.
Mike, we see so often a quarterback is so focused, keeping his eyes down the field, looking for one of his receivers to work himself free, that they lose track of where the defenders are, and I think that's exactly what happened here. The defender closed on him quicker than he might have thought, knocks the ball loose, creating the takeaway.
So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more, and they start in the best possible situation. It is 1st and goal. They'll run with Johnson. Down to the goal line. No signal. Is he in? They'll say it did not break the play for a real solid gain on 1st and goal.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Here we go,
Sanders to do it himself. And he is not going to get to the goal line. In fact, he's even going to lose yards on that play. And now it is 3rd and goal.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Johnson will score. Touchdown, Chicago.
Mike, I can't tell you how many times I've heard offensive line coaches, run game coordinators, they stand up there and they tell these backs, we're going to try to get a hat on a hat. We're going to try to keep as many of these guys off you as we can, but we can't block them all. You need to be your own blocker as a running back down on the goal line. Hit it, no hesitation, run with pad level and power, and punch it in.
And he missed it. That's a rare miss for the veteran. And they are unable to add on the point after.
Santos to kick off for Chicago.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Browns offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. 1st down and 10. Oh, the ball comes out. The Bears have it. And they're going to take over once more. They have forced another first-half turnover.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
The Bears offense ready to see what they can do. After that fumble recovery, a big opportunity here. 1st and goal.
Come on.
Here's a run. And he's in. Roshan Johnson. Touchdown, Chicago. That's his 2nd touchdown so far here in the 1st half. That is a dream scenario. The offense handed the ball 1st and goal, and Greg, they take it to the end zone for 6.
They're not going to have many easier drives than that, Mike. I mean, to get the ball, not only in a short field, but in a goal-to-go situation, you don't get a lot of those chances. You have to cash them in, and that's exactly what they were able to do.
And although it's just the 2nd quarter of this one, He'll chase the points now and try to get things tied up.
Will line up for the two-point conversion.
From the gun, it's Shador. That'll be caught, and he will not get in. They will come up empty on this try for two, unable to tie this football game up. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He'll start at the 2. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. The Browns offense ready to take over possession of the football. The lead is 2, and they're going to try to make something happen here, starting with a 1st and 10. Now the former Vol, Dylan Sampson. He's going to get nothing out of that one. Followed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain.
No gain on the play.
2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
From the gun, here's Gabriel. That's caught. It's Isaiah Bond. He's going to be marked down up around the 33.
Gain of 13 yards.
Call it a gain of 13. It's a Browns 1st down. There's a give up the middle for Sampson. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5.
Now Gabriel gonna keep it himself here.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You could see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. One of his teammates is there to pick it up.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
This will be returnable from his own 15. And that's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard
The Bears
line.
offense about ready to take over once more. You see their recent possessions looking for a repeat of the last time they had the ball. They begin this drive with 1st down. Drive starts with a carry by Monunga. And a nice run there on 1st down, getting 8. He's setting up 2nd and 2.
4-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now, Shador. A throw on the move is caught. It'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down.
1st down.
Now, Sanders. Out to his right. He's going to tuck it and go. And he's going to be out of bounds, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. From the gun, it's Sanders. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Sanders. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down.
Let's go now. 19 Tiger.
They'll try to throw for it with Sanders. He'll buy time left. going to have the Bears first down by a good couple of yards. 4th and 4, and they pick up 6.
That's good for the Bears. First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Sanders. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Malik Collins getting in there for the sack. It's got to feel great as he gets this preseason off on the right foot. Here's Sanders to throw. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
And 17.
19, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Sanders will throw it. Looking down the field, but that ball's incomplete. Here's Torrey Taylor now. He's got the wind at his back as he's on to punt this one away. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Browns offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Gabriel. That's taken in by the tight end, Royer. The Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here. 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
To throw is Gabriel. And he'll finally just get rid of this one. Didn't want to take a chance. Good decision. It's incomplete. Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. Off the play fake. It's Gabriel. Contact as he delivered it there, and the pass is incomplete. Good job defensively to make sure he could not find a throwing lane, and it sets up 4th down. Well, Jorquez on to punt, and the kick is away. This returnable from inside his own 40. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Bears offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. Will try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10.
Here we go. 19, 18.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. There's the rookie out of Stanford, Sam Rouse. And he's out of bounds on the pass play, but that's good for 8 yards.
48-yard line.
So come to the line now on 2nd and 2.
60 by 60.
He'll drop to throw. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
3rd and 2. Now Sanders. That's caught by Miller. And it looks like he's going to have a 1st down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs.
So there's a saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
Come on. Hey. 70 Timberwolves. Cut 19. Cut 19.
Throwing again is Sanders. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
To throw again is Sanders. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think you'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
And that is incomplete. Contact, but no flags. It's going to be fourth down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on fourth and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away. Gabriel now on first down. He'll go up top with this one. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome into the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you on an abridged halftime report. Good competitive first half. This game kind of has a punch-counter-punch feel to it, as reflected on the scoreboard. Tight game going into the second half. Can either team pull away? To find out, let's go back to the stadium and our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula and come out on top in this tight one as we hit the second half. This is still anyone's ball game at this point. The difference is just 2 as we begin quarter number 3. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start.
20-yard line.
We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Going to start on the ground here with Manunga. Able to tiptoe around one tackler, but not a second. He'll be taken down for no gain right at the line of scrimmage. He'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
At the 20-yard line.
A run once more with Manunga. Brought down at the 21, a gain of 1.
Tackle made at the 21-yard line. A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
3rd down and 9. They'll throw out of the gun. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes. The Bears send out their punt team as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. This will be returned from just beyond midfield, and it's a good return here. He's going to set his guys up with outstanding field position. The Browns offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They've got the lead, and they'll set forth trying to build on it. They're going to do that with excellent field position. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
15. And the Browns first down.
Inside run with Sampson. They get 14 yards and set up 1st and goal.
I think what stands out here, Mike, is there's a lot of guys in the league with the ball in their hands. They have great straight line speed. But it's the footwork. It's the ability to make you miss. That's what stands out about this guy, and you can see here on the big game.
Off play action now. It's Gabriel. That is caught. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
Brings up second and goal at the 2-yard line.
Sampson. Oh, and he takes a really good lick in the backfield. They were all over him defensively for that run.
It makes sense on second and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have third down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on third and goal.
And he will take this one across into the end zone. Dylan Sampson, touchdown Browns.
All right, Mike, so down here tight, there's really two schools of thought. One, spread them out. Make them defend sideline to sideline, cover every blade of grass, and try to create some holes. The other side of that conversation is pack everybody in tight. We're tougher than you, we're bigger than you, and we're going to knock you back just enough to punch this in for a touchdown.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 3. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line. The Bears offense getting set to get back to work. They trail here by a couple of scores. The margin is 9 as this drive starts with first down.
Here we go. Ready.
They run straight ahead with Manunga. And a nice run there. He'll get 8 to the 28-yard line.
On the tackle. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up
Second down, they need 2 yards.
At the 28-yard line.
Ready.
To throw is Sanders. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball. And it'll bring up third down.
Third down and 2.
They'll run with Manunga. Whoa! 17 yards, the gain there. Good for a Bears first down.
A gain of 17 yards.
There's a big conversation going on right now around the NFL about what is the true value of having a run game. And I've always thought it comes down to being good at 3 situations. Can you run the ball in the fourth quarter with a lead? How well can you run the ball on the goal line? And then in this case, how well can you run the ball in short yardage situations? And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it. Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced, and at other times, it looks like they've never practiced at all.
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. Now it's Sanders. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. A gain of 11 on that one. First down, Chicago.
And the Bears, first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
19, Tiger, 19, go.
Again, it's Sanders. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's second down.
It leads to
He's just
second and
unable
10.
to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
On second down, Manunga. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up third down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Got it, ready? Ready.
From the gun, it's Shador. That's caught. It's the tight end, Komet. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and the first down.
That's another Bears first down. First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Now it's Johnson. This one over before it started. Hit behind the line. It's going to be a loss of a couple.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
Now Shador. And caught with one hand. What concentration to bring it in. What a pickup. A gain of 18. And it sets up first and goal.
I think this is just simply the case, Mike, of a great throw and an even better catch, and there's just not a whole lot else for the defender to do. I mean, he is sticking with him stride for stride. Perfect throw, perfect catch, and really nothing else you can do.
Now, Sanders. No chance at all. He'll go down.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the third sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
From the gun, it's Sanders. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down. Out of the gun, it's Sanders. Well covered defensively. Modest gain, but for the defense, that's okay because now you have fourth and goal.
A gain of 4 yards. It's fourth and goal.
So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the third quarter. EA Sports back for more from the NFL preseason after this. So now the Brazilian-born Cairo Santos in a big spot. This to get back to a one-possession game. This one off the left, upright, and in. It's good. Incredible. And they are indeed back within one score.
Well, they know they needed at least a field goal to try to cut this to a one-possession game, so they got it. But now, can the defense, can they tighten up here and get a quick stop? Because not only do they need the ball back, they need to make sure they leave enough time for what would be a game-winning drive.
Now it's the Browns' turn as they get set to take over again on offense. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on first and 10. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
Once again, it's Sampson. He's going nowhere. Losing yardage on that play.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on third down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
And it's a very nice return. He has given the offense a short field.
At the 45-yard line.
So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. They'll start from the plus side of midfield, looking to possibly take the lead here. It's 1st and 10. A give, and here's Johnson. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. Now, after that last play, we have an injured Bear on the field. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially, that it's not too serious. From the 41, here's 2nd and 5.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete, but now a penalty flag comes in late. He might have been caught with his hands in the cookie jar.
It's a big call late in this game. I mean, there's a lot on the line. You can feel it. There's a sense of importance on every single snap, and just a really nice job there offensively. Maybe selling it a little bit, but at the end of the day, he's going to wind up drawing the flag.
On the give, it is Manunga. He was looking for that cutback lane, but it never developed. Tracked down behind the line.
Back's doing everything in his power to try to get that ball around the edge to the boundary, but just great pursuit there by this linebacker, staying with his angles, running through contact, and he makes the play behind the line.
Manunga gonna get it again. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Come on. Catch the Eagle.
From the shotgun, it's Sanders. Quick throw here is complete. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15.
10 yards.
It's a gain of 10 yards. Good for a Bears 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Let's go now.
Give it right up the middle. Here's Johnson. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on 1st and 2nd down. The last thing you want is to be in 3rd and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense. Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. That defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
On 3rd down, Sanders. Contact as he delivered it there, and the pass is incomplete. Good job defensively to make sure he could not find a throwing lane, and it sets up 4th down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That one caught. Touchdown, Bears. The game-tying touchdown here in the 4th quarter, and a chance to take the lead with the point after.
Mike, the sideline's going crazy with that late score, but they still need this extra point to take the lead here and see if they can hang on to this 4th quarter lead.
On is Santos for the PAT. The kick is good. Important one as they take the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Browns 21.
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line.
Take over first and
The Browns
10
offense
at
ready
their own
for
18
this
yard
next
line.
possession. They'll start out first down and 10. Out of the gun, Gabriel gets it away quickly, and it's caught. He's got room past the 35. He's going to be taken down, but there's a late flag in the backfield that might give him 15 more yards.
Well, I mean, we see it every week. There is a conscious push to protect quarterbacks, Mike. I get it. They are the face. They are the stars of the league, and sometimes it can go a little bit too far, but this felt like the right call. It was close, but that's a late hit, and it's going to draw a flag near every time. He's really struggled with his accuracy all game long, and when you look, Mike, I think he's had some opportunities downfield to connect with his guys, and it's one of the biggest reasons they find themselves trailing here late in this game.
And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Playing close quickly. Here comes third down.
It's a gain of 4, and it's third down.
Here we go, set. Flat. Next.
Shotgun snap to Gabriel. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a fourth down. Now, after that last play, we have an injured Bear on the field. Punting time for the Browns. They're set to kick it away. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the fourth quarter. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Bears offense ready to get back at it. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with first and 10.
Come on. Hey. Go.
They're trying to burn some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's taken down, but not until he gets to the 32-yard line. The Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Bronco quick.
They'll run this over the center with Johnson. Now we'll get a timeout, Cleveland. That's their second, and they'll get together prior to this second down play.
Brings up second and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Hey, check that. Here we go,
Straight ahead, it's Manunga. He can be slowed up and taken down. Play goes nowhere. Stuffed behind the line for a loss.
Of 1 brings up third down and 11.
Third and 11. Here's Sanders to throw. That's to the middle of the field and caught by Walker. Even with the lead, they're trying to press the tempo.
It's fourth down.
Now, designed run, and here's Sanders, and he'll indeed pick up a Bears first down. They wind up getting 4 on that 4th and 1.
I love this call on fourth down, Mike. Put the game in the hands of your quarterback. Don't overthink it. In this case, let him do it himself, and he picks up a big first down.
They've got the lead. They're in control. In no hurry to snap this, and they'll take the clock down to the 2-minute warning. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Couple of first downs has them out to the 45-yard line as it's first and 10. Here's Johnson. He'll be taken down after a gain of
Roshan
2.
Johnson, the ball carrier. Justin Jefferson on the tackle. A gain of 2.
They face second
Brings up
down,
second
8
and
yards
8
to go.
at the 47-yard line.
A give, and here comes Manunga. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Going to save some of those for the regular season. That's a first down.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed them the most.
One final kneel down here inside the 40-second mark. Should be enough to put this one on ice. So this one in the win column for the Bears as they start things out with a victory here in the first week of this preseason. And that'll do it for my partner Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from along the lakefront at Soldier Field in Chicago.
Ey, Titi me preguntó si tengo muchas novias. Muchas novias, hoy tengo a una, mañana a otra, ey. Pero no hay boda, Titi me preguntó si tengo muchas novias. Muchas novias, hoy tengo a una, mañana a otra. Me las voy a llevar a todas pa' un VIP, ey. Saluden a Titi, vamos a tirarnos